everyone, welcome back to my channel, part 2 of making a snowman, lit snowman out of a tomato cage. Just wanted to show you on this second video, I had this hat as being what the original hat I was going to put on the snowman, but as I looked at the body more, it was too big and I felt the head was too small. Well, that's the only size I could find this in. So I went over to Hobby Lobby today and found a styrofoam ball and a hat, as you can see here. It's still not glued on yet. A hat that was bigger that to me would fit the tree much better. So I bought the ball, styrofoam ball, bought some material, and as you can see, I'm not done with it yet. But I'm gonna end up gluing this down here, gluing the hat to it, and I put buttons that they had at Hobby Lobby. Ignore this little purple stuff, that's disappearing ink. I just had to know where I was putting the buttons. So I'm gonna put, oh, it's a little too crooked, anyway. And I had a hollow out on the inside. That was not fun, being honest with you. That was a big pain in my butt. I didn't have the proper tool to do it, but I achieved it just by with the tools I did have. Long story short, we're going with this head instead of this head. He's going to get a scarf, a plaid buffalo check scarf around his neck too, with a big bow off to the side. So I just wanted to show you that portion of it, and we're going to be starting to decorate soon. I'm going to glue his hat on, and then I'm going to glue the scarf on. So as soon as I get done doing that, I will be back, and I will show you how we're going to place these back here, which are his buttons, or his coal, whatever you want to call it, on, and his arms, which I just placed in there right now, so we still got to take care of that too. But anyway, yeah, I just, like I said, I decided to go with a different head. I got to still put his rosy cheeks on, carrot nose. This one was missing the nose. I bought it at Walmart, which was originally $12.95 or $12.98, and I got it for $2. So I'll still use him next year and make a small Santa. This year I'm just going to do this one for me, and I'm liking it so far, just what I just did. Now I just got to do the carrot. I bought a piece of felt. I bought the felt so that we can make his nose out of it. So he has a nice nose, and same with him. Alright, well, I will be back momentarily as soon as I get this hat glued together. I already put it on top of the tree, or the snowman body, to make sure it fits, and it did. It fit really nice. So anyway, okay, I'll be back shortly. Okay, I just glued his nose on, so that's nice and secure. And I'm going to put a little bit of blush on him. So, I don't know if you can see here. I'm just going to take and go in and put a little pinky right in here. I'm just using my blush. It's a powder, so it'll make it very pinky. Let's do the other side. I'm going to darken that up just a little bit. So I'm just using my blush. And very lightly, don't go, super heavy on it. And then we're going to do this side. Go. You can take your hand and kind of do that just to make it smoother. Okay. There you go. And that portion is done. Okay, I don't know if you can see real good. Let me move some of this out of your way. This I might have to somehow glue up because I'm not liking that coming down on his nose. I'm gonna figure something out with that. So now we're gonna put a scarf on, and then his bow, and I will be right back. And I'm just gonna glue it on, just the edges of the scarf going around this way. Okay. This is glued on. I'm gonna do it a little bit better. I'm gonna go back underneath and get it to be a little bit tighter. All right. Be right back. Okay, so now I've got the head done and it's sitting off to the side. I'm going to go ahead and take and secure the Christmas balls inside and then glue on the outside. So what I'm doing is I'm going in. There's a pole right here, or post, shall I say. I'm going to secure it around there just to have some extra, so it doesn't let loose or what have you. I'm not going to do it super tight. I just want to make sure I get it somewhat secured. Okay, and then I am still going to glue it, but I want it in a little bit like this. Okay, let me go ahead and put it where I want it exactly. And then what I'm going to do is come in, excuse me one moment, with my hot glue, and I'm going to go back in on the sides and kind of let it drizzle on down. And then push your mesh up against it. These little pieces here, I'm going to go after I finish everything and just go in and cut some of those and tuck in where I need to tuck in. But anyway, that's where I wanted it, so it is there, secure. Same thing with the other side. I'm just going to let it go and run down a little bit. And I'll do it a little bit up here too, just so that it's really nice and secure. And it is not going to go anywhere. But I wanted to recess them back a little bit. I just think it looks better than hanging out like big balls hanging out of it. Okay, so we're going to do the next one while that one's cooling. Pipe cleaner through the ornament little loop. I'm going to secure it to the background back here, just to have it nice and secure. Just pipe cleaner, turning it and tucking it back in there. I don't need to, well, you could cut it if you wanted to, but it's really not necessary because you're not going to see any of this anyhow. I typically would be cutting it just because I'm kind of goofy about that kind of stuff. And everything's got to be super whatever. And life's not always so perfect, so sometimes you just got to accept certain things and move on. Okay, now I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm going to hot glue, let it run down. If you can, if you got mesh that's hanging out, tuck that back in the glue so that it fills in too. Okay. Same thing with this side. You can bring forth anything that's sticking back there. Because as you work and move along, some of these rolls get pushed towards the back. So just kind of play with them. I'm going to do the top. Okay, that looks good to me. And this one I'm going to probably drop it down just a hair. Get a pipe cleaner. And that secured to post or something back there. Here it is. Okay, we're just going to go in and wrap it around that post. And wrap the pipe cleaner around each other. Not super tight because then it's going to be crooked. So I just want it to have an extra security type thing. Cut that pipe cleaner in. Pull these out. Make sure you pull them out before you glue because you don't want to glue something back. Make sure you're lining up your okay. I haven't played with these yet to fill everything out, so it'll be fine once I get done playing with it. Alright, again, you can, whatever order you want to do it in, you can put it on the top first, sides, whatever's comfortable for you. Convenient, comfortable, whatever. Bring the little curly mesh down if you have to, just to hide any, any areas where there's a gap. Yeah, I didn't want them to stand out, just by putting the balls, like in front. I wanted them back a little bit just to soften it. Like I said, these little pieces, we're going to go and snip all those off, just kind of go along the tree. And all right, now that that's done, I am going to be gluing the arms. Okay, what I'm doing is I'm taking the berry little branches that I bought at Hobby Lobby, which there was 50% off. And I'm taking these and I'm going to put one behind the other with about a 4-inch length difference. So I'm going to go up about, maybe about 3 inches. Just because I want it to be full, but I want it to kind of get long. So I'm going to take and I'm going to glue these. And then I bought these today after I went back to Hobby Lobby today again, which I feel like I've been having field trips there every day. I thought it'd be cute to kind of put one here and one in the back and then glue that, so it looks like he's got little snow branches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them just like this, one front, one back, these 3 here, and then I'm going to take a wire, wrap it around, put it in my side, like on the side here. And then it should be good. But I'm going to go do that, and I will come back and show you. Okay, what I did was I took the berries along with the flat tree branches, and I did a wire going around them, and then put a hot glue to hold it. And then what I'm going to do, obviously, is put it in like I did the other one. Make sure you make these at the same time so they both are even and they look and they are the same length. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and put this one in, and then we'll go ahead and put the hat and the bow on him, and I will be back. Okay, so I have the arms on both sides. I wired them in to the inside of the cage, and then I also kind of glued these little dots along the way in here so that the berries and the flocked branches will stay together. And I did it on the other side too. Okay, sorry for the mess in the background. He's missing his head right now, which is finally finished. And that is right there. I put blush on him, put his nose on him, took and glued these up because I didn't like them hanging. They were in his eyes. But yeah, So now I'm going to go ahead and put the head on him and then his bow. So I will show you that in a few minutes because I'm going to be playing around with the head. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to put his head on. As you can see, I had to carve all this out so that it would fit over this here. But I'm not going to glue it down because if I want to take this down after the holidays, I can remove his head, put it in something like a plastic bag, and just take a plastic bag and do the tree up. Put the arms in, put the plastic bag on, and we're good to go. But anyway, you're going to set it over like such. Let's get them even here. I left a little bit of foam to where I could push down, and those little prongs will come in and take care of securing it. I'm not going to glue it, like I said, because I want to be able to take that off every year. Now I'm just going to go get his bow, and we're going to put a bow on. Okay, everyone, that should about wrap it up. I put the bow on. All I did was glue it to the neck, or to this area here. I didn't glue it to the head because I don't want to glue the head down. Glued it there. Got to go in and still trim up some of the little frays that are sticking out there. But overall, I think he turned out pretty cute. He's sitting on a chair right now, but I do have a spot for him. Okay. Yeah, pretty pleased with him. All right, well, thank you for watching my videos on how to make a snowman out of a tomato cage. Hope you have a great day, and we'll chat later. Bye-bye.